Rolling and the sound is speeding. Hi, welcome to another episode of This Week with Drew. This is for Thursday, September 24th. On today's episode, man, I'm sorry. I'm really slacking on the fucking podcast here, and I'm going to make that up to you. We'll go a little bit long today and do a fucking intro. Because you know, that's how we start the motherfucking show. With a freestyle intro. If you don't know, that's how we start the motherfucking show. Yeah. Hi. Woo. Hi. Welcome to another episode of This Week with Drew. This is This Week with Drew for this week of September 24th, 2020. You fucking see you come and go your gummies. You got so many weed gummies in your mouth, and then you wake up and then your farts smell like weed. I'm doing okay. I hope you guys are doing okay too. Let's start off with how was my week? And then because I didn't do a podcast on Mondays, I'll talk about my weekend. So I hope you guys had a good weekend. What the fuck did I do on the weekend? It's already Thursday, so I don't even remember what I did on the weekend. Obviously nothing important. I guess we could talk about, I've just been mad busy with school. Honestly, I've just been thinking about being a radio guy, man. I've been practicing. I have an announcing class where I have to focus on my enunciation and, just being a clear, concise announcer, which is definitely something I was not working on in this podcast. Just getting real stoned before you hop on the mic and just rock and rip. But it's nice because I have the theater training, man. I feel like this school is like a culmination of all the life skills that I've built since I was like 14 years old, in terms of like being a musician and like becoming familiar with a wide range of musical styles, and then being an actor in high school and like doing theater. Like, shout out Lynette Smith. I'll always shout you out for life, for like teaching me how to like be an actor and how to move and how to breathe and how to just be okay with because acting is weird, man. It feels fucking weird. Like, it doesn't feel natural, and then you have to be like the Bruce Lee, natural unnaturalness or an unnatural naturalness, and then you kind of get able to like figure out that you just kind of got to tap into whatever you're doing. And then so I learned that, and then I started working at Axe, and then at music, and then I started learning all this crap about sound, and I became interested in microphones and like doing live sound and doing all that shit, and then working into music and stuff. Is this like coming in real low? Whatever, we'll deal with it in post. And then I learned how to like use like soundboards and shit like that, and then I got into stand up, and then I became like this traveling comedian that got used to being on the mic in front of like awkward situations and figure out how to be an MC, which is totally different than being a comedian. And then in addition to doing stand up, I was also selling guitars at that place and selling all the equipment at Axe and Long McQuaid, and like working on my sales and becoming a good salesman. And like I was writing sketches, and we wrote Hood MD, and I've always been writing, and I wrote for the CBC and for Hard Times Creative Writing, and now we have this creative writing class and where we're writing commercials and stuff, and it's just like this whole I'm like I've done that in some sort of capacity or variation, which is nice to have a formal education on it now. And it's coming. It was all swooping around in my life, man. And the Echoes of Wisdom, bro. The Tao of Wu is a book that I got in my book exchange. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I did this book exchange where you just like, it's like this pay it forward book exchange so you only send out one book, but then you get like, 5 or 6 books back. And then it just keeps going like a big pyramid scheme of knowledge. We can use multi-level fucking marketing to our advantage. And so I got this book, The Tao of Wu by the RZA from Wu-Tang. And man, that is a smart motherfucker. Like, I already knew that those guys were like on some next level shit. But like, to see it in the written word and to see the process and the thought process behind that, and to see him explain some of the decision, like, just like I didn't know anything about it. Like, these dudes were like memorizing fucking Bible verses and Quran and like doing a bunch of really hard spiritual work at the age of like 12 and 13, like 14. They were like mastering these these ancient, Talmudic traditions, these Abrahamic traditions, and just fucking smart dude, man. Anyways, I brought that up because it's like he was talking about the echoes of wisdom, man. Like, don't ignore the echoes of wisdom, or it's okay to hear the echoes of wisdom, or I don't know, it was something about the echoes of wisdom. And essentially, what I took from it was that it's just like you can hear this advice, and then you cannot heed the call of it. And it can take you years, as long as it's reverberating around in your head, and you have and you have the ability to pull back on it and draw from that and be like, oh, that's what the fuck he was talking about, or that lesson was. And then that's okay too. So I feel like it's like all coming together in this fucking radio shit, man. It's nice. I like it. I wouldn't mind doing like any sort of radio job, man. They all seem like up my alley. I wouldn't mind writing commercials. I think it'd be cool to like just be like a dude doing this sort of crap, just editing that shit. The voice directors too. There's director guys. I'm good at that shit, man. So I don't know. I've just been chipping away at my homework. And then I had to record a fucking voice demo of me saying a bunch of shit like Drake drew dramatic drawings of Dracula. Which is like, Drake, why are you drawing dramatic drawings of Dracula in the first place? But I fucking said that sentence like a million goddamn times into my 7B here. And which is going nice, buddy. I'm digging the 7B actually. So I really got to get some consistent audio processing, because every podcast has been sounding a little bit different lately. Just because I've been fucking around with the new software and like the new, mic configurations and all that crap. But we got some clean gain coming in through the Cloud Lifter, man. I'm actually pretty stoked on that piece. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was doing. And then tomorrow I got to do comedy at a wedding. This is because I'm just doing comedy for work now, which has actually been going pretty good. Because I'm on that government money. I'm on that Trudeau titty. Give me some of that Trudeau titty. I want some of them. Give me some more Serb milk, daddy. Don't get a haircut. Shut us down again, daddy. Oh, shut me down. Shut down. Lock down the whole economy, please. Oh, just keep going. I want to suck on the tit of the Serb. I'm a welfare queen. Please, daddy, shut it down again. I don't want to go outside in the cold anyways. So yeah, I got to do this wedding. So I got comedy now as my job, which is always has been, but which is nice to be like a full-time student and comedian. That's it. That's all I have to focus on right now. And so fucking yeah, apparently they hit up Yuck Yucks, who are my agents, and they looked at a bunch of film and they liked my tape, and they picked me and another guy. So I got to do. I don't understand why, like, comedy, like, thank you if they're watching this, like, thank you, and I love you for booking me, and I'm gonna do a good job at your wedding. But me personally, I don't want a stranger in control of the attention of everybody at my wedding. And with the ability to knock the whole thing off course, man. Like, obviously, I'm not going to do that, and I'm going to go in and do a good job. I'm a professional comedian, and this is what you're hiring me for. No problem. But the potential for things to go wrong at what is meant to be the happiest day of your life. What if I had a shitty day? What if right before I come to this gig, my girlfriend breaks up with me, and and then I come in being like, fuck love. And I go in and I'm like, love stinks. Love stinks. And I just start ripping on, what if I start ripping on Granny? What if I do a little crowd work? It's going, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. Oh, accidentally make a reference to some dead relative. Who the fuck knows? Like, the potential for things to go wrong is just way too high to have a comedy show at your wedding. But I got 2 coming up tomorrow and then another one in like 3 weeks. I don't know, man. I don't know if there's, I know fucking, Nick and Mac are getting married. You guys are comedy fans. That's the only wedding that I could see where that might make sense. But you're still not gonna do it because it's about you. It's not about the fucking. And we're doing like an hour. This ain't no fucking hit and run. We're doing a show, like a real show. I'm not even the MC either. They wanted me to be the MC, but I was like, you guys don't got enough money. So I don't know. Even getting a stranger to MC your wedding, I guess I could see that, because it's like, if nobody in your family wants to do it and everyone is mic shy, then you got to hire someone. You might as well like go to a comedy thing and then see, or maybe they see me before. I don't know. But yeah, well, I'll tell you how that goes on Monday. I'm going to do a fucking podcast on Monday. I'm not going to forget again. Well, it's not like I forgot. I knew I just had homework all fucking day, and then I had crap in the night with comedy. So, shit happens. Love stinks. Oh, so I got to pitch a commercial for Friday. So I just wanted to pitch it right now on the podcast to you guys. So we have to write a commercial for Humber Radio Broadcasting, a radio commercial for the Humber Radio Broadcasting program. So I was thinking about it, and at first I had one that was like heavy on sound effects, and it was like join the greats, like blah blah blah, and it was like kind of like and I was like, I want to do like an actual fucking commercial. So I came up with this idea called You Were Born for This. So the series, it could be a set of 3, and it's called You Were Born for This. So the insight, because you have to come up with an insight into the customer, and the insight into the customer is that anybody who is applying for the radio broadcasting program already knows that they would be good at. They had like no shy, introverted fucking person applies to be a radio DJ, right? Or would even try to think about going to school for that. So, and you generally know that about yourself for a long time. So the commercials set is called You Were Born for This. So I want to do like a set of like a scene. It'll be like a bell ring, and then you can hear sounds of children playing, and then maybe like one kid going like duck, duck, goose, duck, duck, goose, duck, duck, goose. And it's like duck, 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 goose. And then they run, and it's like, okay, Billy, it's your turn. And then Billy goes and he gets on the stage and he's like, he gets up to go duck, duck, goose. Then he does it in like a super radio voice, like duck, duck, goose, duck, 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 goose. And then it's just like, radio broadcasting at Humber. You were born for this. And then like another spot could even be like even a younger kid. It could be like, oh, little Henry's so cute. Like we can't believe he just learned how to walk. And like, oh, he's walking and he's talking too. Henry, say hello to your Aunt Margaret. And he's just like, hey, Aunt Margaret, how are you? And like some like kind of radio voice. And then another one could just be like another fucking version of that. Maybe kids at a playground, and then what? Like a little baby. And then I don't know, what else do kids do where they're talking? A spelling bee. And like coming to this, just like, they could do a spelling bee. And then this one could be called the spelling bee. And then they got the kid coming up, and he's just like, and they're like, please spell for us the word, anthropology. And he's like, ANTHROPOLOGY. He's like, great. And then it's like, Samantha, please come to the stage. And then Samantha, and then they do a female radio broadcaster voice like, hi, I'm Samantha, SAMATHANA. And then you just do something like that. So that's, I think, a better version. So I think does that sound like a good pitch? Like can you guys hear it? Does that clear? Does that make sense? Am I justifying? Is there a creative rationale for why I'm doing that? I believe so. Yeah, so that's my fucking commercial. And then I also had an idea for a sketch I wanted to do on the podcast too. I wanted to do a sketch where it's like what hockey sounds like to guys that don't know hockey. Like what hockey talk sounds like to guys that don't watch hockey. And then just be like, yeah, buddy, did you hear about Kuchalarov? Fuck, man, 17.5 mil, eh? And he's only 3 for 4 on OPB, 9%, right? And it's like, this guy's putting dirds right into the fucking back left. And it's like, buddy, we're running a shun and gun, and there's absolutely no reason a guy like that should be getting, we're talking like for over maybe 9. I don't know, maybe 9, but 11.5 at fucking 4? I don't know, buddy. I don't know. That really doesn't make sense to me. And whatever Mac Kelly and his little fucking crew up there are thinking is ridiculous. because he ain't worth that much. Fuck no. Especially when he's shooting 849 over 36 when he's on the road. Like some shit like that. What hockey sounds like to guys that don't watch hockey. Can you believe Pavelski and fucking Nikarov got into that big skirmy worm last night? Yeah, over what? He only had 3 double downs and a fucking McFlip. Oh man, love stinks. Love stinks. Okay, well I guess I'll put the music right now. And then we'll bring it up. We'll normalize to fucking -6 dB and get the podcast sounded nice and loud. We'll put some compressors on there, a nice multi-band compressor. We'll throw some EQ on there and a hard limiter, and it'll sound real nice, hopefully. Shout out to our sponsor, kingtutscannabis.com. They got a promo going on, the Mystica promo right now, where they already sent me this shit, bro. The fucking... I haven't even opened it yet, but it's like a heroin needle full of weed juice, and then a little fucking blue little unit to juice it up with, and then so they're doing that promo right now. So that's like $50 worth of shit. You see that? So go to kingtutscannabis.com right now. Use the promo code Drew at checkout for 10% off your order. And use Mystica to get the free shit. And if it's your first time, buddy, get in there. They give you 15% off just for showing up, like any good drug dealer would. And even if you're not into dope, into THC, they got CBD, man. They've got a fucking CBD, man. It's good for your knees, or I've been told. I don't know. I tweeted this out the other day that I've been smoking weed since I was so young. I don't even know if I have back pain. But, fucking A. Sick. Okay, the show's a little bit longer. We're going to shut her down. Thank you